Don't wait until you're 40 to get married when a simple shift in your perspective can change the trajectory of your life. Throughout my 20s and 30s, I had come up with all kinds of stories as to why dating wasn't working out. But after spending a couple adventurous years in China, I returned to the United States and it really hit me. I'm 36 years old, living a carefree bachelor's life, but now I'm ready to be married. So I dated, and I dated a lot. 37 came and went. Then at age 38, there was one conversation that changed the entire course of my life. I was going out golfing with my friend Greg, and he asked me about someone that I was spending time with. As I was sharing my dating story, he stops me and he interrupts and he says, "Look, Mark, let me guess how this ends. She bugs you and it's no longer fun." Oh my gosh, you're right. How did you know? You even used the words I probably would have used. He said, "Mark, I've known you for 20 years and it's the same story with the same ending." The statement got me thinking, so I busted out my journals and began reading. And guess what I discovered in my reading? For all those years, I had the same lame excuses with the same lousy ending. But what really hit me hard was the realization that there was one common denominator in every story: me. And that's a pretty humbling realization. When you're not getting the results you desire in life, whether that's your dating life, your communication with another person, your career path, or in any area of life, remember this simple equation. Let me get my whiteboard. Here it is. E plus R equals O. E has to do with the events or the circumstances in life. R is our response to the events or circumstances, and E plus R together equal the outcome that we get. For example, imagine your desire is to be married. That's the outcome. But no matter what you do, the relationships are never working out. That's the outcome. Since you're not getting the outcome you desire, it's easy to blame the events for the outcome. So we create stories as to why things are not working out. Nobody's interested. I don't have the right body or personality. I must not be attractive. There's no good Christian men or women out there. Nobody wants a serious relationship these days. All the good ones are taken. God just hasn't brought the right one. Or my personal favorite is just blame my parents for how they raised me and the conditioning I got. We blame the events or the circumstances for the outcomes that we get because it's easier to blame others and the events rather than to look at ourselves and our response and the meaning that we're attaching to the event. The meaning we attach to the event shapes our beliefs, our mindsets, and our behaviors. You've heard the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, yet expecting a different result. That is what many people do in their relationships. They continue to get lousy results or outcome, yet they continue to repeat the same behavior, expecting a different result. The key to changing the outcome lies in understanding it's never the event or the people, but it's your response and the meaning that you're attaching to the event. Change requires effort. Getting a new outcome requires taking responsibility for your own responses to the event. You see, if my friend didn't break my pattern of thinking to help me see reality of the stories I was creating, or the blaming of events and people, I'd probably still be single. Once I was truly aware of this problem, I could begin doing the hard work of changing me. Why am I fearful? Why am I not making the right commitments so I could change my outcome? We all create stories as to why things don't work out. Our stories protect us from experiencing pain, from experiencing the truth, yet our stories frequently hinder the growth and our ability in meeting someone to spend the rest of our life with. For years, I allowed an unchallenged story to direct my life. I bet you've created some stories too about your outcomes, of why you haven't found lasting love, or why another relationship ended after several dates, or why you run away from love and intimacy. A question I always ask is, would you rather keep your story with the same outcome, or are you willing to embrace the challenge of change? Just as someone interrupted my story to help me change my outcome, I wonder what your life would look like if someone interrupted your story. That's why I want to invite you to join me in the Ultimate Relationship course. Change your story, change your life.